Hey guys, how you doing today? As you can see, it's wintertime here. Everything is covered in snow. We've got a little bit more to dismantle on the starboard side in the V-berth today. Why don't you follow along as I go through that process. It's not too cold though. It's I don't know, not quite 30 degrees. It's cold enough. I bet there's a lot of snow up here. I've not been up to look yet. Oh yeah. Look at that. I don't want to uncover all of it, but I'm going to have to uncover the port lights at least. Let in a little bit of light. And get to that hatch, get it open. The generator's running. I didn't clean all the snow off the cabin top, but I did clear the port lights and the hatches, as you can see, just to let a little light inside. We did get a little snow inside actually. Just a recap, last week we tore this whole section apart. Removed that bulkhead. If you saw the video last week, I was not planning on necessarily pulling that bulkhead out because I didn't know if structurally it was helping to hold anything together. As I got into it, I realized water had been running down between the tabbing and the wood. And actually everything was rotted away and there really wasn't a lot holding. So when I cut the tabbing free, you can see it wasn't doing much. Here's the back edge of this bulkhead. It's just not a lot to it. And then there's the rest. It just pulled right away. Needless to say, it wasn't doing a whole lot structurally. And I'm gonna think that perhaps the same is true with this bulkhead right here. So project for today, I've got two things on my list. This little desk medicine cabinet area needs to be removed to get at the back of this bulkhead here. And the other thing I need to do is I need to pull a tape measure across this bulkhead. It ends right here on this seam, but I want to pull a tape measure across. I think it's probably under 4 feet. Boy, I hope it is. And so that I can order a piece of 3/4 inch marine plywood to replace that with, as well as this one. I need to order a piece of 1/2 inch plywood to replace this with, this layer in between. I think one piece will take care of this whole side and also take care of the port side when I get there. So those are on my list. But the other thing I need to know is this companionway. I got to take a measurement diagonally across, and assuming this thing is 4 feet or under, which boy I hope it is, this bulkhead. I also got to find out whether or not I can get it through there. I don't see any other way in this boat. If it's bigger than 4 feet wide, I got to reevaluate how I'm going to replace this bulkhead, because I won't be able to get it inside. I don't really want to cut it into 2 pieces, but we'll see. I'm going to get a measurement and see how that works out, and I'm going to start tearing this other side apart so you guys can watch me do that. And any suggestions, as always, very much appreciated. And well, I don't know if there's any value that you can gain from watching these videos, but you'll at least see how I went about taking things apart. And if you have to do something similar, maybe you'll be able to reference this and use this. Alright guys, I'm going to take you back up. I don't know if you can see it or not. It is actually snowing now. I'm going to show you what I did today. I ran out of battery on my phone. I was doing some time-lapse photography. And battery died. So let me take you up, show you what I did get done. Didn't get quite as far as I had hoped to. But, you know, it is what it is. See the snow coming down now? I don't know if you can see it. But, alright. So anyway, inside. So I was working on this bulkhead back here. I left all the tabbing on the cabin side in place. I did get this medicine cabinet and bench out. I got the vinyl that goes in the back there. That's all been removed. I cut all the tabbing along this side. Point this up around the top of the door all the way down. I have to remove this little bit of floor here to get to the tabbing on the bottom corner of that bulkhead. And this bulkhead also runs behind the trim on the back side of the door going into the head. So you can see I pulled the door off the head, between the head and the V-berth. But I need to remove this trim. And the way this works is this piece here on this side of the door going into the head, it's actually attached with slotted screws through the trim on the back side. So I need to pull the trim off the backside in the head to be able to release this piece of trim here. And I got to do that to get this bulkhead completely out. I'm not going to finish it today, but you can see there's the medicine cabinet and the desk area in front of it, all the other pieces and parts, the trim that's going around the headliner. That panel's all been removed. Sorry, this is my tablet I'm filming with, and it's not quite as easy to do as it is with the camera, with the phone. So that's what got done today. Not quite as much as I'd hoped, but not bad. The good news is, here's the back end of the V-berth. Here, that bulkhead is fine. So we have successfully gotten out of the way of the rot. So this is the last one. And it makes sense. You got these two leaking port lights on either side of it. And you've got, that is where the chain plate is attached. So that leaks. And that, it makes sense that that would be the weak spot. So, there. So next step, finish getting this bulkhead out. And then I've got to cut into this fiberglass around these port lights on the inside. Replace that 1/2-inch piece of plywood. Put it back in place with thickened epoxy. I think I'm going to build a little ring of fiberglass build up around all these I won't be screwing the port light into the plywood that's behind here, which is the problem with this caused my leaks. I'll be screwing it into the fiberglass. So it should create some separation between the wood and the screw holes and hopefully prevent that kind of a leak from happening in the future. Okay, so that's what we got for today. See you next time.